Yo, no, I'm back. But seriously, that was like 5 days ago we got this deal. Turned out to not be that good. I'll show you what we got in a bit. But we did pick it up. We got a lot cheaper than we thought. But let me know what you think. We're going to take a walk around. They're mostly parts bikes. But I think I got out with like around $100 per bike. So bear with me. So yeah, let's take a look. So behind me is Big Deal Day results. We there's so many cars going by, but we did pick up the Raptor. Here she is, Raptor 350. She's pretty beat up. I mean, like really beat up. I was hoping she'd be a lot nicer, but the engine seems to be pretty decent. It's like the only thing good on here. We're gonna go ahead and just take a quick peek for now, and then we'll kind of take them off one by one and walk through what we got. I do have the back plastics for this, but he didn't have the front fenders for the Suzuki, and all the tires on these things are shot. This guy was running these vehicles hard, and this one's missing an exhaust. But in here we have the Warrior 350 frame parts vehicle. So we'll get these out. Let's take some footage of them individually and look over them. But at basically $100 a piece, it ended up being $350 for all three. So basically $117 per bike. I think I came out on top. Let me know what you think. But yeah, let's get these off and take a look at them. Wow. Pretty sure I just scratched up the bed of my truck. I took the hitch off in the barn thinking I was gonna disconnect it. It's not bad. Just a little scratch here. But I didn't reconnect the hitch here. Wow. Genius. All right, I'm gonna move this trailer. All right, guys, here it is. Everything I got pretty much all in one. You got the Raptor 350 here, beat up plastics, looking rough, but she's still sexy as can be. $100. You got the Suzuki 250. I believe it's like a 1985 or 87 quadrunner. Yeah, she actually runs, believe it or not. We'll talk about that. And then you got the Warrior parts cart. Nothing to be excited about, but $100. I think we can make that up. So this is what ended up being the deal. $350 for all three. The guy was moving out of his parents' house. He had been rough on these bikes for years, pretty much until they stopped running. So let this truck go by. But yeah, I was really hoping that the Raptor would be in better shape. You see here, tires are pretty much shot on the front. Back ones are, you know, they got a little left, but not a lot. Plastics are pretty much, you know, you can spit shine them a little bit, but they're still so cracked and pretty rough. So the seat, seen better days. That's not a hard fix, but you can see here, the guy clearly, he said he was trying to get the electrical to work. He put on all Chinese carburetor, stator, coil, you know, everything straight off Amazon, as cheap as it gets. Put it all in there, and CDI underneath the seat here. He was desperate to get this thing to get spark again. Said it ran, lost spark, and then he tried all this crap, and you know, here we are. So you can see all the Chinese components throw together, and obviously he didn't succeed. So if anything's good out of this, it's that battery. 2023. That's an $80 battery right there, not for a $100 bike, you know. So can't complain there. The one of the things that is good on this is the Yosh exhaust. It's I believe it's a full exhaust. Not 100% sure. I mean, I say good, I mean not complete trash. The rear shocks on it, springy, no cushion to it. The front shocks, not the worst actually, but on its way. Got the front bumper's actually not the worst ever. It's not bent sideways, believe it or not. A-arm, you know, has a dent here, a dent there. But she does turn over. We had to do a jumper on it to get her to turn over, but she does turn over. Obviously she doesn't have spark. This guy, he didn't know what he was doing. He had a sticker on the front of his truck that said, "I heart boobies, they make me smile." So take that for what it is. I think he was going in it as cheap as he could and as probably the best as he could. So the engine does turn over. Obviously I haven't done compression yet, but we'll probably get there in another video. I'm thinking, I'm leaning toward, it's a beautiful car. I'm leaning toward maybe getting a CDI and a coil and a stator and just getting the engine running to make a sale. You know, if I can get 500 because the engine's running, even though the rest of it's kind of, you know, I'm hoping that maybe that's the route I take, or I just sell it for 4, take it for what it is with the exhaust and the rear wheels. I don't know, but yeah, this is the Raptor 350. Brakes are of no use. Clearly, throttle cable is hooked up, but so yeah, he totally stripped out the bolt right here, so that'll be fun to get off if we end up doing the stator here. But the engine overall didn't sound bad when it was turning over, and you know, so the starter does work. Honestly, I think with a CDI, stator, and a coil, like, we'd hear this baby purr. So let me know what you think I should do on this one. Next up is the put the seat on real quick with one hand. Oof. Yeah. Next one is the Suzuki quadrunner 250. Still has that seat. Tires are once again shot. Missing the exhaust. It's just kind of spitting out there. So this one, believe it or not, turns over and does run, at least with the starting fluid. It'll run for a little bit. I think this is as simple as a carb clean, and in the shift cable, or your shifter down here, right here, he said it stripped out, and you know, I believe him, but I'm kind of thinking we take vice grips and test it, but I also don't want to hurt the threads on here. So It's $20 on eBay for a used one. We just clamp her on there, or I could, if it's really stripped, I guess I could weld it. But yeah, he said it should shift and drive fine. It did fire up for a little bit. So running quad, $100. Strip tires again. This one has no rear suspension. It's hard as a rock. The front suspension actually isn't that bad, all things considered. So running quad, $100. I think we win here. I think we clean the carb, sell it for $300, and call it a day. Can't test the electrical on it yet because that battery is dead, and I haven't taken the time. So we'll get to that one maybe, or I'll just sell it. I don't know. And the Parts Warrior, not a lot to say on this one. Essentially a $100 parts vehicle. It looks like most of the engine is here, and most of the body is here. I haven't done a lot of looking at this one. I knew it was a parts vehicle when I started, so I know a good bit of these are interchangeable with the Yamaha 350. But yeah, the top guy just yelled at me. Anyways, yeah, most of the parts to some extent are interchangeable with the 350, but this is all that came with it. It did have, I think, a Chinese carb. He didn't give me the Mikuni carb, sadly. So obviously this one's not a win, but it was part of the package deal. He wanted them all gone. And, you know, for $350 for all three, you know, I think I came out on top. Let me know what you think. We'll probably do at least one video on the Yamaha, but for now we're working on the Kawasaki. And I'm getting close to having that one torn apart, and then we'll get that video up, then we'll put it back together and try and fire her up. And yeah, other than that, appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, whatever you want, but I appreciate you. Take care. Peace. My first Yamaha Warrior and my first Raptor 350 and my first Suzuki quadrunner 2. Popping my cherries on all of them. See ya. What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing good. We got back from the What's up, YouTube? How's it going? We got back from the big deal day debut. No, I'm just kidding. We did end up doing the second deal. I got the car footage, you know, there. And here comes another truck. Too much. What's up, YouTube? 3, 2, 1. What's up, Facebook? How you guys doing?